नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all the devotees for today's Gita Pravaha session. In the last several days, we covered the first 9 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Today we are entering the 10th chapter. 10th chapter is also a very sweet chapter where Krishna reveals his glories and his affection for his devotees, and he also describes the qualities of his devotees in this chapter. So in this 10th chapter, in the first section, we'll see how Krishna is the source of everything in the entire universe. And later, Krishna speaks 4 shlokas that reveal that pure bhakti, unalloyed devotional service, is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Very beautiful shlokas, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then Arjuna shares his realizations and accepts that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then in the final section, Krishna reveals his opulences. Today we will see the first 3 sections, that is first 18 shlokas. Then tomorrow we will see Krishna's opulences, vibhutis. So let's begin. The first one. Bhuya eva mahabaho srudu me paramam vachaha yatteham priyamanaya vakshyami hitakamyaya. Bhuya eva mahabaho. Oh, mighty armed Arjuna. Srudu me paramam vachaha. Please hear paramam vachaha. Hear something which is very, very exalted, very profound, much more deeper or higher than what I have already explained. Why am I explaining this to you? Yat teham priyamanaya. You are very dear to me. Therefore, vakshyami, I am speaking this to you, hita kamyaya, desiring your own benefit. So, Krishna here, he describes his own qualities saying that I am your well-wisher, hita kamyaya. I desire your welfare. Second, he says, you are my dear devotee. Therefore, I am revealing this to you. Your Priyamana, you are very dear to me. And Krishna spoke 3 things in this shloka, if you see. He spoke his own quality, he spoke Arjuna's quality, and he spoke the quality of the subject matter that he is going to reveal. Paramam vachaha, I will reveal a profound subject matter. Priyamanaya, you are my dear devotee and friend. And Hitakamyaya, I am your well-wisher. So when the speaker is the well-wisher, when the hearer is a sincere devotee, and one who has appreciation for the speaker, and when the subject matter is very profound, that discussion is amazing. Something similar we'll find in Bhagavatam also. Sutta Goswami and Naimisharanya sages. So both are sincere, and the subject matter is Bhagavatam. Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. Both are wonderful speakers and hearers, and the subject matter is Bhagavatam. Now Krishna reveals. न मे विदुः सुरगणाः प्रभवं न महर्षयः अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः. न मे विदुः suraganaha. Sura means devatas. Even devatas cannot understand me. Prabhavam na maharshayah. Maharshis means great sages. Even they cannot understand my prabhavam, means my glories, my powers. Why? Aham adirhi devanam. I am the origin. I am the source of all these devas and maharshis. So Krishna says, I am the source of all these devatas and rishis. How can they understand me? I am superior to them. And they came from me. It is because of my mercy that they are existing. So it's not possible for them to completely understand me. Of course, they can understand me to some degree, but not completely. Brahma understands Krishna, or the sages understand Krishna to some degree, but not completely. Now, in the third shloka, Krishna says, Yo mamajamanadim cha veti lokamaheshwaram asammudhah samartyeshu sarva papaihi pramuchyate. In the previous shloka, Krishna spoke about the difficulty that even devatas and sages face in understanding him. But if some devotee happens to understand him nicely, what's the result of such an understanding of Krishna's personality? Krishna says in this third shloka, Yomam ajamanadim cha. Whoever understands me as Ajam, Aja means unborn. Whoever understands me as Anadim, Anadi means beginningless. Adi means beginning, Anadi means one who has no beginning. One who understands me like this. And Veti Loka Maheshwaram, one who understands me as the Maheshwara or the Supreme Lord or proprietor of all planets. Such a person is Asammodha Samartyeshu. Sammodha means one who is deluded, one who is confused, one who is bewildered. As Arjuna said in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Dharma Sammodha Chetaha. Sammodha means one who is confused. Asammodha means one who is not confused. Who is not confused? One who understands Krishna's position is not confused. One who understands Krishna is unborn, Krishna is beginningless, Krishna is the supreme master of all planets. Such a person is not confused person. And such a sarva papaihi pramuchyate, he will be freed from all sins. Right? Krishna already spoke that he is Maheshwaram in the previous chapters. You remember in the fifth chapter, Krishna said, Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram. He is already sarva loka maheshwaram. We already learned this. Krishna is reconfirming, yes, if you know that I am the supreme proprietor of all planets, I am the controller of everything in the entire existence, then you are very intelligent, you are not a confused person, and you will be relieved from all sins. So with this, Krishna uh, speaks about the result of knowing about him. So already he spoke, Sarva Papehi Pramuchyate, but he also speaks little more details on this. What is the result of knowing that Krishna is the Supreme Lord? वीतराग भय क्रोध मन्मया मामुपाश्रिताः बहवो ज्ञान तपसा पूता मद्भावमागताः. Vitaraga. Raga means attachment. Bhaya means fear. Krodha means anger. One who gives up all these bad or negative qualities, and manmaya mamupashritaha, one who completely takes my shelter only. Upashrita means to take shelter of Krishna only. And there are so many people who have done this also. Bahavo means so many people have given up their raga, bhaya and krodha and taken ashraya of Krishna. Bahavo gnana tapasa. Many people have done. And what happened to them? Puta, they are purified. Puta means one who is completely purified. Purification is possible by giving up negative qualities and taking shelter of Krishna. And madbhavamagataha, they are purified of all their contamination and they attained Krishna. That's the power of knowing Krishna. That's the power of worshipping Krishna and taking shelter of Krishna. In the previous chapter, Krishna spoke about taking shelter of Srimati Radharan, isn't it? Mahatmanastu mampartha daivim prakritim ashritaha. Here he says madbhavam. Here in this chapter, Krishna is saying mam upashritaha. So you need to take shelter of Radha Krishna. 9 chapter says Radha, 10 chapter says Krishna. So now let's understand how Krishna is the source of everything, how Krishna is the origin of everything, how Krishna is the foundation of everything, how nothing in the entire creation exists without Krishna. Krishna will reveal from the next sloka. Let's recite. Buddhirjnanasammohah Kshama satyam damah shamah Sukham dukkham bhavo bhavo Bhayam cha bhayameva cha Ahimsa samata tushtihi Tapodanam yasho yashah Bhavanti bhava bhutanam Matta eva prithak vidhaha. Buddhir jnanam asammoha. Buddhi means intelligence. Jnana means knowledge. Asammoha means freedom from any confusion. Kshama means forgiveness. Satyam means truthfulness. Damaha shamaha means mind control and sense control. Sukham means happiness. Dukkham means distress. Bhava means birth. Abhava means death. Bhayam means fear. Abhayam means fearlessness. All these qualities came from Krishna only. Got it? So all these qualities appeared from Krishna. I am the source of all these qualities. Now there is a problem here. Say, Krishna is the source of birth, we understand. He is the source of death also. Krishna is the source of forgiveness and sukham means all good qualities, buddhi, gnanam, asammoha, kshama. Till now, this is fine. These are all positive qualities. But in the third line, Krishna talks about negative qualities also. I am the source of sukham, I am the source of dukkham also. I am the source of happiness and distress, birth and death, fear and fearlessness. We understand Krishna is the source of fearlessness, and Krishna says, I am the source of fear also. So, how do we understand? We already discussed this in one of the previous chapters. When the sun is rising in the eastern horizon, you stand in front of the sun, you will see light. But you turn your face away from the sun, you will see dark shadow. And what is the source of this dark shadow? Sun only. If sun is not behind you, you will not see shadow in front of you. Means sun is the source of bright light. Sun is the source of dark shadow also. Similarly, Krishna is the source of happiness and distress, success and failure, fear and fearlessness, victory and defeat, happiness and distress. He is the source of all. But we have to make a conscious choice of choosing good and rejecting bad. Right? But we need to understand Krishna is the source of everything. But now you just analyze this example a little bit more. Sun is the source of light and darkness, bright light and dark shadow. But what exactly is this dark shadow? It's the absence of sunlight there. Right? Similarly, what is dharma? Whatever Krishna says is dharma. And what is adharma? When we act against Krishna, that is adharma, which we have created. The shadow you have created. Sun has not, in one sense, sun is the source of shadow. We understand. Without sun in front of you, there will not be any shadow behind you, right? But because you stood in front of sun, therefore shadow is created. Because you blocked the sunlight, there is a shadow behind you. Similarly, when we don't accept the teachings of Krishna, then there will be adharma. When we don't follow the instructions of Krishna, then there will be distress. Otherwise, there will be only happiness. So, what is darkness? Absence of light is darkness. In that sense, darkness is another facet of light only, but it's absence of light. Similarly, all the pains and difficulties and unpleasant situations and adharma in this world is nothing but absence of Krishna. When Krishna is there is no distress. And Krishna continues, I am the source of other qualities also. Ahimsa samata tushtihi tapodanam yasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva prathak vidhaha. I am ahimsa means non-violence, samata equanimity, tushti satisfaction, tapa austerity, dhanam means charity, yasha means fame, ayasha means bad reputation. So I am source of all these things. I am the source of all qualities. I am the source of all personalities also. Krishna says in the next sloka, sixth sloka. Sorry, there are too many. Yeah, yeah, this one. Sixth sloka. महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाता येषां लोक इमाः प्रजाः. महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे. There are 7 rishis, right? Sapta rishis. And Krishna is the source of all of them. Chatvaro, there are four Kumaras. Krishna is the source of them. Manavastatha, he is the source of Manus also. Apparently, Brahma must have created these rishis and these 4 Kumaras and Manus, but who created Brahma? Krishna only created Brahma. Mad bhava manasa jata, they all appeared from my mind. Yesham loka imah prajaha. And from these people, all the prajas, means all the citizens or living entities in this universe appeared. Right? So, he is the source of everything. Then Krishna says in the next shloka, एतां विभूतिं योगं च मम यो वेत्ति तत्त्वतः सोऽविकल्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः. एतां विभूतिं योगं च. These are my vibhutis. All the sages, all the devatas, all the qualities, all good qualities and bad qualities, all the living entities in this entire universe, all the planets in the universe, All the material universes came from me, Krishna is saying. Very clearly, authoritatively, he's establishing that Krishna is the source of the entire existence. Right? Now, Yatam vibhutim yogam cha mama yo vetti tattvataha. One who understands that I am the source of all of this will naturally surrender to me. So, avikalpena yogena yujyate na atra samshayaha. So, without any vikalpa, without any distraction or deviation in the mind, without any reservations in the heart, they will perform bhakti yoga. They will take shelter of Krishna. So, accepting Krishna's powers, understanding Krishna's glory, and knowing that he is the source of everything naturally leads to surrender. So, what are the qualities of such surrendered person? What do they understand? Basically, they follow bhakti, and pure bhakti is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna gives that essence of Bhagavad Gita, which is pure bhakti, in four beautiful shlokas now 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's discuss them. Wonderful shlokas. First shloka. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo, means everything emanated from Krishna. He is the source of everything. He is the source of all material worlds and is also the source of all spiritual worlds. The spiritual existence and the material existence depends on Krishna. Then Mattaha, Sarvam Pravartate, he is all pervading. Like everything comes from Krishna, everything is dependent on Krishna, and Krishna is pervading throughout his creation. He creates and he maintains by being Paramatma and stays in every nook and corner of the entire creation. That's how Krishna is the source and sustenance and foundation of everything. Iti matva, knowing this, bhajante mam, those who worship me, those who serve me, buddha bhava samanvitaha, they are very intelligent. Basically, you need to serve Krishna with buddha, means intelligence, and bhava, emotion also. So, bhajanti means you render service. So, service must be done with emotion and intelligence. Sometimes we are too emotional, we may not use intelligence. Sometimes we are too logical, we may not have emotions. So, bhakti is a balance of both. We need to serve him with both emotion and intelligence. We have to use our intelligence also. So, this is bhakti. Krishna is the origin of everything. Now, in this beautiful shloka, Krishna reveals that he is the root of everything. In the first two lines, you see how Krishna is the root of everything. And there is a route to meet Krishna also. Iti matva bhajante ma. So, this route is different from this route. Then, what is the result? Buddha bhava samanvitaha. Result is we invest our emotions in Krishna. We develop a deeper bonding with Krishna. Or in other words, this shloka talks about three things: sambandha, abhideya, and prayojan. What is sambandha? To know our relationship with Krishna. To know the relationship between Krishna and this world, this universe around us. That is sambandha gnana. In the first two lines of this shloka, we have seen sambandha gnana, how everything came from Krishna. Abhideya means the process of reviving that relationship with Krishna. That is bhajan, that is service to Krishna. And what is prayojan? Prayojan is to love Krishna, to fall in deep love with Krishna. Right? So all three, sambandha, abhideya, and prayojan, are beautifully described in this one little shloka. So this is very profound shloka. Now, one who has this understanding of sambandha, abhideya, and prayojan, how do they behave? Krishna will reveal in the next shloka. Basically, uh, Krishna is not boasting about himself with false pride. By speaking about himself, Krishna is not boasting about himself, but he is boosting our faith in him. He is authoritatively establishing his glories. He is being the source of everything and giving us reassurance that I am there for you. I will take care of you. So when a father says that, my dear child, don't leave here and there. You just hold my hand only. I will protect you. If you want something, you ask me only. So when father says like that, father is not exhibiting false pride. Father is trying to give a reassurance to the child giving the child a sense of protection and an assurance that I am there with you. I am there as your protector. So when father says like that, instead of seeing that father is falsely proud, he is boasting about himself, we need to understand, oh, my father is so powerful and he is protective also. Sometimes people have power to protect, but they may not protect. But Krishna says, I have power, I have the ability to protect also, and I have the intention to protect also. I have the capacity to protect also, I have the compassion to protect also. And we need to understand this and perform bhakti with both our head and heart, intelligence and emotion. So that's what is expected after understanding these beautiful shlokas. Now let's go to the next shloka, where Krishna talks about symptoms of pure devotees. Macchitta madgata prana bodhayantah parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Macchitta. What are the symptoms of pure devotees who have the understanding of shloka number 8? Krishna says, Macchitta. They dedicate their minds to me. Their minds are absorbed in me. Madgata prana. They dedicate their lives to me, not just minds. Like you may think of somebody that is dedicating your mind or mind space. But Madgata prana means you are dedicating your life completely. Means your life doesn't exist without that person. That is Madgata prana. You pick up a little fish from the river, from the water, and keep the fish outside. The fish cannot survive. Whatever you offer the fish, fish cannot survive. Fish will survive only when you put the fish back into the water. Similarly, devotees also, you take them away from bhakti, take them away from shelter of Krishna, they will not survive. Only when they are under shelter of Krishna, they will survive. Survival of a devotee depends on how much are they in touch with Krishna, how much are they taking shelter of Krishna. That is Madgata Prana. Then, Bodhayantaha Parasparam. They enlighten each other. Bodhayanta means to teach. So they speak to each other about Krishna's glories. They enlighten each other. One devotee reads one sloka of Bhagavad Gita and shares his understanding with another devotee. The other devotee reads another sloka of Bhagavatam. They share their understanding. They share their realizations. They share knowledge. They help each other. They support each other to serve Krishna together. Right? Bodhayantaha parasparam, enlightening each other. Enlightenment is not just that you give knowledge. This is realization also. Every devotee has some realizations in their service to Krishna, in their relationship with Krishna. And they are mercifully sharing their realizations with other devotees, and that helps increasing one's bonding with Krishna and one's bonding with each other, with Krishna's devotees also. Thus, we are trying to go towards Krishna and we are also trying to come towards each other. So, our movement is coming towards each other while going to Krishna. So, that's how devotees conduct themselves. Bodhayantaha parasparam. Kathayantascha mam nityam. They constantly converse about me. Nityam is always, or at least every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. Therefore, we need to come together and discuss about Srimad Bhagavatam on a daily basis. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. And that should not be done as a formality. That should not be done like a ritual. Oh, today I have to go and hear Bhagavatam. Not like a ritual. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha, with great satisfaction and bliss we need to hear. So devotees come together, their minds are absorbed in Krishna, they think about Krishna, they serve Krishna, they talk about Krishna with each other. And internally they are absorbed and externally they are dedicated. Internally they are thinking of Krishna and externally they are enlightening each other, they are serving Krishna together. So this is the ninth shloka where Krishna talks about the symptoms of pure devotees, those who are dedicating their lives to relish Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's qualities. Parasparanukathanam pavanam bhagavatyashah mithoratihi mitha tushtir nivrittir mitha atmanah. So whenever we discuss about Krishna with other devotees, naturally our satisfaction will increase, our friendships will increase, our devotion for Krishna will increase. And don't think that once we make that connection with Krishna by discussing about Krishna Katha, we need not discuss about Krishna Katha. Even after reviving your relationship with Krishna, even after attaining Krishna completely, still the process of discussing about Krishna will give us spiritual joy. Spiritual discussions are meant for developing spiritual relationships with Krishna and with his devotees. So now, how does Krishna reciprocate with such people who are so absorbed in Harikatha? Krishna says in the next shloka, Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamamupayanti te. Tesham satatayuktanam. Satata means always. Those who are constantly engaged or absorbed in what? Bhajatam, in worship of Krishna. And in what mood? Priti Purvakam, with great love. Many may do bhajan in this world, but Krishna says, I want Priti Purvaka bhajan. I want uh, I want loving worship, not a worship done with formality, like a ritual. Uh, but the mood also is important. Yes, initially one may focus more on the external procedures. Uh, when there is no love internally, they may focus on external procedures, and by following the process, eventually they will develop love. But gradually, we need to come to the stage of lovingly worshipping Krishna, not formally worshipping Krishna. Enthusiastically worshipping Krishna, not worshipping Him like an obligation. Selflessly worshipping Krishna, not selfishly expecting something in our worship. When you have selfish desire, the desire becomes prominent, worship becomes secondary. Worship becomes a medium to fulfill that desire only. But if the desire itself is to worship Krishna, then that selfless worship completely pleases Krishna. And what does Krishna do with those people who lovingly worship Him? Dadami buddhi yogam tam. He will give them intelligence. Buddhi yoga means necessary intelligence He will give. And what kind of intelligence? Intelligence to understand how to use an app on the smartphone, intelligence to understand how this material world functions, or intelligence to solve a problem in your day to day lives. No. Krishna will give us that intelligence by which we can reach Him. Right? Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite, by which they can attain my direct association. The real intelligence is not the intelligence that you use to acquire money, acquire name, fame, prestige. The intelligence is not just using your strategies to attain some goal or to understand some material subjects, how the material world functions, or to invent something, discover something. Yeah, all this requires intelligence. But above all these facets of intelligence is that intelligence by which we can attain Krishna, and Krishna will give that spiritual intelligence by which we can attain Him when we do Preeti Purvaka Bhajan, when we lovingly serve Him. So, for that, we need to lovingly serve Krishna, and Krishna will help us to reach Him. Krishna says, yes, I will personally help you. We already saw in the previous chapter, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. Krishna did not simply say Kshemam Vahamyaham. He also said Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham, means our yoga. Our attempt to connect with Krishna is also assisted by Krishna, empowered by Krishna, inspired by Krishna, guided by Krishna. So when we are trying to connect with Krishna, He will help us how to connect with Him. When we are trying to understand Gita, He will help us how to understand Gita. Not that I will understand Gita with my own intelligence, then I will attain Krishna. He will help us to understand Gita also. He will arrange acharyas like Prabhupada and Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur and Balda Vidyabhushan, Ramanujacharya, many other wonderful Vaishnava acharyas have given explanations on Bhagavad Gita so that we can understand it. So Krishna is assisting us in understanding Krishna, and all these acharyas are representatives of Krishna, sent by Krishna. So not only understanding Gita, after understanding Gita, you are rendering service to Krishna. Krishna will facilitate that service also. He will give us guidance in that service through other devotees. He will give us opportunities to serve Him through other devotees. Thus Krishna is there throughout our spiritual lives. He is there to assist us in our spiritual lives. And Krishna finally says, Teshamevanukampartham aham agnanajam tamaha नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. Tesham eva anukampartham. Anukampa means mercy. Krishna says, out of my causeless mercy upon such people. Tesha means those who are doing Preeti Purvaka Bhajan as described in the previous shloka. And those who are constantly discussing about Krishna as discussed in the previous to previous shloka. Those who have an understanding of Krishna's divinity, as we saw in the 8th sloka. 8th sloka describes our devotees' understanding of Sambandha Vidai Prayojan. 9th sloka describes a devotee's activity of constantly discussing about Krishna. And 10th sloka is describing their Priti Purvaka Bhajan, their loving worship. So when in the 11th sloka, when Krishna said Tesham, he is referring to such devotees. Avunukampartham, I am very compassionate upon such devotees. And out of compassion, what does Krishna do? Aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami. Nashaya means I will destroy. What will he destroy? Tamaha, their ignorance. Where is this tamaha means darkness, ignorance? Where did it appear from? Ajnanajam. Because of this ignorance in the material world, there is so much of darkness in their hearts. So, how will Krishna destroy the darkness in their hearts or ignorance in their hearts? By a lamp, Deepa. Deepa is lamp. What lamp is this? Gnana Deepena. It's a lamp of knowledge. I will destroy the darkness of ignorance in their hearts by lighting the lamp of knowledge. And Krishna stays in our hearts only, Atma Bhavasto. So, Krishna is always there in our hearts, and He will lit a lamp of knowledge in our hearts to destroy the darkness of ignorance in our hearts. That's how He will protect us. This is His reciprocation. So Krishna mercifully destroys all our ignorance. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritangamaya means let us come out of this darkness or ignorance and let's have some light in our lives, light of knowledge, illuminating our hearts with the light of spiritual knowledge. Krishna relieves us from the darkness of ignorance. So this material world is filled with ignorance and darkness, and Krishna will illuminate our hearts with knowledge, divine spiritual knowledge. And Bhagavatam also does that. And when we perform bhakti, it will give knowledge also. In the Bhagavatam it is mentioned, Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitah Janayatyasu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yadahaitukam. So when we perform devotional service unto Krishna, that bhakti will give us jnana and vairagya. That bhakti will give us knowledge and detachment from this world. You don't have to separately cultivate detachment from this world. You don't have to separately cultivate knowledge. When you are performing bhakti, that sincere devotional service includes Sravanam, Kirtanam, Swaranam, Padasevanam, that includes acquiring necessary knowledge to attain Krishna. Devotion leads to dynamic intelligence. You will not just get theoretical knowledge by performing bhakti. You will have dynamic intelligence. You will have very practical intelligence. You will be able to solve problems effortlessly, material problems. And even if you can't solve, you will not be overwhelmed by those problems because you are spiritually nourished within. Material problems can make our heart very heavy, but spiritual intelligence makes it light. Therefore, let's thank Krishna for all the philosophical insights he is giving through Bhagavad Gita. So, bhakti illuminates our hearts. Then Krishna says, not Krishna, Arjuna starts sharing his realizations from the next sloka. After hearing all these things about Krishna, Arjuna shares, Param Brahma Parandhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devamajam Vibhum Ahustvam Rishayah Sarve Devarshirnaradastatha Asito Devalo Vyasah Swayam Chaiva Bravishimi Param Brahma Parandhama. Oh Krishna, you are Param Brahma, you are the Supreme Brahman. Parandhama, you are the ultimate abode or shelter of everyone. Pavitram, you are the purest. Paramam Bhavan, you are the supreme absolute truth. Purusham, you are a person, you are eternally a personality. Shashvata means you are eternal. Divya means you are transcendental to matter. Adidevam, you are the origin of all the devatas. You are the original God. Ajam, you are unborn. Vibhum, you are the greatest. So all these are the realizations of Arjuna. He is glorifying Krishna in so many ways. Param Brahma, Parandhama, Pavitram, Paramam, Bhavan, Purusham, Shashvatam, Divyam, Adidevam, Ajam, Vibhum. In so many ways he is glorifying. Then Arjuna says, I am not just saying this. Ahusvam Risheha Sarve, even so many sages also said this. Who are the sages? Devarshir Naradas Tatha. Devarshi means a sage amongst the devas. That is Narada Muni. He said that. Ashita said, Devala said, Vyasa said, and Swayam Chaiva Bravishime, even you are saying it now. What Krishna revealed about himself in the Gita now has already been revealed by so many sages in the past. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the source of entire existence. This is an accepted fact, established fact since time immemorial. Some people may say, Krishna appeared 5000 years back only. How can he be the source of universe that existed before his appearance? Please understand, Krishna's existence is not restricted by this material world or material timeline. Although Krishna appeared 5000 years back in this planet, Krishna existed since time immemorial. Krishna existed before the creation of the entire universe also. He is not just a mere incarnation. He is the source of everything in the entire existence. Krishna said clearly. Uh, Krishna said in the fourth chapter, Paritranaya sadhvanam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. He is there in the spiritual world. He is descending from the spiritual world to the material world, time to time. He is eternally existent there. He comes and visits here, stays for some time, and he will go back. That does not mean before he came here, he was not existent. That does not mean after he left from here, he will not exist. His existence is before that 5000 years, before that 125 years of his pastimes also, and after the 125 years of his pastimes also. There is no t equal to 0 for Krishna. Arjuna is sharing all these realizations. Now Arjuna is authoritatively confirming. Further, Arjuna says, further realizations of Arjuna. सर्वमेतद्रतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवा न दानवाः स्वयम् एवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तम भूतभावन भूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते सर्वमेतद्रतं मन्ये. Drita means truth. Whatever you said, O Krishna, I accept it as truth. I don't doubt it. Yanmam vadasi Keshava. Whatever you said, I take it as truth. Nahite Bhagavan Vyaktim Vidurdeva Nadanavaha. Yes, even the Devatas and Danavas also cannot understand you. You said in the third shloka already, Name Vidhu Sarganaha Prabhavam Namaharsheha. You said in the third shloka that even Devatas and sages cannot understand you. I also agree. It's not easy to understand your divine personality. And Swayam Evatmanatmanam, only you can understand yourself completely. Who can understand Krishna? Only Krishna himself. Bhuta Bhavana Bhutesha. O origin of all living entities. Deva Deva Jagatpate. O God of all gods. There are so many devas, but Krishna is not God, Deva. He is Deva Deva. He is the God of all gods. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jagatpate, he is the Lord of universe. Arjuna says this. Now, Arjuna had a request. What was that? Vaktumarhasya seshena divya hyatma vibhutayah yabhir vibhutibhirlokan imam stvam vyapya tishtasi katham vidyamaham yogims tvam sada parichintayan keshu keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavan maya vaktumarhasi aseshena divyahi atma vibhutayah. Oh Krishna, I understand you are the source of everything. You have unlimited divine opulences. Can you please talk about them? Aseshena. Aseshena means don't leave anything. You elaborately speak about your Atma Vibhutayaha, your Vibhutis or your opulences, your powers. Speak about them. And Yabhir Vibhutibhir Lokan Imam Swam Vyapya Tishtati. Vyapya Tishtati means you are all pervading throughout the universe through these Vibhutis. I want to know about them. You say that through your opulences, through your energies, through your powers, you exist throughout this universe. Can you please talk about those powers, those opulences through which you are all pervading? You exist in every nook and corner of the universe. Why should you know this? Knowing this, what will you do? Yeah, I exist everywhere in this universe. I am sustaining everything in the entire universe. I'm Vyapya, I'm all pervading, I'm spread everywhere. Although I'm there present as a personality, through my energy, I'm spread everywhere also. Knowing that, what will you do? Arjuna says, Tvam sada parichintayan. I will be able to think of you always. We have seen a glimpse of it in the seventh chapter also. When we understand that Krishna is there everywhere, Krishna is there as the taste of water that we are drinking, Krishna is there as the light of sun and moon, Krishna is there as the heat of fire. When we understand Krishna's existence in everything around us, we'll think of Krishna nicely. We'll become more Krishna conscious. Basically, what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is a book or divine knowledge that makes us Krishna conscious. We need to be conscious of Krishna, knowing that He exists everywhere. So, keshu cha bhaveshu chintyosi bhagavanmaya. How can I remember you? Chintyosi means how can I remember you, meditate on you while living in this world? When I see a lion, I should remember you. When I see water, I should remember you. When I see a tree, I should remember you. When I see myself, I should remember you. When I work on something and become successful, I should remember you. When I fail in something, then also I should remember you. When I get some happiness, I should remember you. When I get some distress, I should remember you. When somebody praises me, I should remember you and thank you. When somebody insults me, I should again remember you, saying that Krishna, thank you for arranging this situation in my life so that I don't become proud. When somebody insults us, our pride is crushed. So there are hundreds and thousands of ways of remembering Krishna, thanking Krishna, and acknowledging Krishna's presence and role in all our lives. So Arjuna is requesting Krishna, Krishna, how am I supposed to remember you? How are you spread throughout the universe? Tell me. Tell me about your vibhutis elaborately. Then last shloka for today's discussion. Vistarenatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana bhuyah kathaya truptishi shrinvato nasti me amritam. He says, Vistarenatmano yogam, you speak elaborately, don't worry. Don't think that we have to wind up this Gita class and Arjuna has to fight with Duryodhana now. Vistarena, you just elaborately speak, no problem. Vistarena, elaborately you speak about vibhutis. O Janardana, Bhuyah kathaya truptihi. I am very, very satisfied hearing about you, but I am also not satisfied. Means, I am satisfied only with your topics. But however much I hear your topics, I am not satisfied. Means I am not satiated. I am not bored. I am not tired. I am not exhausted. I can keep on hearing and hearing more and more about you. Shrinvato nastime amritam. All your topics are amritam, nectar. So I want to hear about them. And although I hear at length, still there is no satiation, there is no satisfaction. Let me just hear more and more and more. Now, in response to this uh, question of Arjuna, Krishna says, it's not possible to tell about my opulences elaborately. But because you have asked me, I will tell you some prominent ones, prominent opulences, prominent vibhutis. And tomorrow we'll discuss those prominent vibhutis that Krishna spoke to Arjuna. Arjuna heard a lot about Krishna from Krishna directly, authoritatively, and he accepted all of them and he wanted to hear more about Krishna. And Krishna said, yes, I will reveal to you, but some prominent ones. So we'll discuss the second half of the 10th chapter where Krishna speaks about his vibhutis tomorrow. Thank you very much.